Hello friends, welcome back. Today we are on day 6 and today we are going to be testing out one of the, I would say like few Korean mineral waterproof sunscreens. I was trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to add. Waterproof though is kind of the big one. Also, there are mineral sunscreens of course in K and J Beauty, but I would say predominantly there are more chemical. So I've tried to put in a good mix of both, but this is definitely one that I have seen all over. I've had this for a while. And one of the reasons that I did buy it is because it is waterproof, sweatproof, all those things. And that is a little bit more unheard of. It's just not as popular. So that's what we're trying out today. This is called the HERA Sun Matte Leports Pro Waterproof Sunscreen. So with that said, I hope you are enjoying our 14 days of sunscreen so far. If you are and you're not subscribed, because I know there are a lot of you out there, go ahead and subscribe. These videos are free for you. It helps me. Also give it a big old like if you do enjoy the video, and we will get going. At some point, I always remove, oh my God, my pants are so dirty. Let me show you. I don't think you're gonna be able to see, but I have on these blue Lululemon and they have stains all over them. Not that you care. I blow dry my hair, not blow dry. I have a new, what's it called, brush. It's like a ceramic brush. It gets hot, but it doesn't actually blow any, like, not like a hairdryer. But it gives me these nice curls, so very nice to have. Not great for when you're filming a sunscreen video though. So after all that work, I just put my hair up. Okay, now that we're ready, I'm going to do as I always do. I use my 1/4 teaspoon. This is always a little less fun when it comes to a mineral sunscreen because especially if it's non-tinted like this, it can go downhill pretty quickly, and people then will yell at me in the comments and say, but you're using too much. And I always say, but this is the amount that you were supposed to use, my friends. So it's not that I'm using too much, it's probably that you are using too little. Okay, we got our 1/4 teaspoon, let's apply. One thing before I get going all the way, when I do have a non-tinted mineral sunscreen, it's more cumbersome and it takes longer, but if you can apply it just like I just did in small thin layers, you tend to get better results. I will say I tend to get lazy and by the end I just put it on, but you tend to have better results, so that's what you could do. So this is the HERA Sun Matte Leports Pro Waterproof SPF 50+ and PA4+. It retails for kind of different. I've seen a lot of different prices. I saw $20 once, and then on the website that I'm looking at today, it's $35. So I will link a few different places, but you know, it can range for sure. It comes in 70 milliliters, which is 2.37 fluid ounces. So that is one of the larger sizes for any of the brands that I'm trying this 14 days of sunscreen. And it has an enhanced PA formula to help the skin protect against UV rays and keep the skin healthy. It also has sweatproof film technology that ensures the formula builds a thin yet powerful UV protective film. It's waterproof, sweatproof, and is perfect, they say, for outdoor activities. So when I apply it, there's definitely a smell to it. I don't mind the smell. You know, I'm terrible at actually determining what the smell is. It's kind of a little powdery, but a little like, I want to say citrusy, and I could be completely wrong. But regardless, there is an added fragrance, and it, I would say, is quite heavy. I applied this about 5 minutes ago, and like just, I can smell it on my face. So if you do not like smells or you're just sensitive to them, I would say this is going to be a big pass, which is unfortunate because I just don't understand why this scent is in it and why it's so strong. As you can see on my face, like I have a tan, I was in Mexico. So this is definitely, there's a cast to it, but there's like this pearlescence to it that I think is gonna be absolutely stunning if you have a lighter skin tone. If you're like in the fair, light shades, you are just gonna love this because it basically is gonna act like kind of a, what's it called? What's the word? You guys know what I'm talking about. Luminous filter or luminous primer. Those are what I was trying to get to. where it's not like there's not glitter to it, but it just has this kind of sheen to it. So it's definitely got a glow, but I feel like it's definitely sunken in too. Like on my skin type, I always try to tell you guys, I have more normal skin or oily in my T-zone in the summertime. It's gonna show more glowy and more shiny, I guess, in a sense, than if you have dry skin. But I'm thinking if you have fair, dry skin, you are going to absolutely love this because it's not going to have any cast on you. It's going to sink in, but it's going to give you this really, really healthy, like lit from within glow. Now, if you have the opposite, if you have darker, oilier skin, it's probably going to be a no. You're probably going to need makeup to cover any of the cast. And since it has that kind of like pearlescent glow to it, it may kind of pull a little gray on you, which is typical for a mineral sunscreen with no tint. So I'm just trying to cover like both of my bases. Now for the people in the middle, like me, who have light medium skin and kind of combo normal skin, it's a hit or miss. Like I wouldn't wear this out of the house. Like I just alone. As I sit here, it does kind of, I don't know, dissipate a little bit, the cast, but I still just wouldn't go out because I look a little weird, like from the neck up. But I could put sunscreen or makeup on over top of it and it would be great. So for me, it's an okay thing, but if I'm thinking about it in the way that it's meant to be, you know, for me, like a waterproof waterproof, sweatproof sunscreen, that to me is like a sports sunscreen. Like I don't want to wear makeup on. So for me, it's not always something I'm gonna reach for. But if I do wanna wear makeup and I know maybe I'm gonna be out and it's humid, then it's an okay thing. So just trying to cover all of our bases and think through different skin types, different skin tones, and who it could work for. But overall, I actually think that this is one of the more interesting sunscreens that I'm reviewing. I feel like I have a lot more to say about it because it offers a lot more than some of the others. Some of the others that are chemical and are so easy are great, but at the same time, I am a little bit more hesitant to wear them in like heavy duty activities, be it outside or in near water, because they are chemical and they are not sweat and water resistant. So they're kind of like meant for indoor wear, but this is way more versatile in that sense that you really can put it on and go to the beach. So I really like that aspect about it. And it is more expensive, but I think it's justified because it's doing so much more than some of the others. So I'm not gonna say it's 100% like I would recommend it to everyone. I think like I just went through all the different kind of skin types and skin tones. It's dependent, unless you just want a waterproof sunscreen from Korea and you don't care if you have a cast, then by all means get it. But yeah, I think that covers all of our bases. I don't have any eye sting. Mineral sunscreens, you usually don't, but you know, I'm just trying to think through all the little checks that I try to run down. So that's it for today. This was a really interesting one. I think this is going to be great for those people that it checks their boxes. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow for day 7. I have to look up at my board each time. All right, guys, see you in the next one. Bye.